Why can't you see me? Oh man, let me see. Why can't you see me? Oh boy, maybe that's why. Oh yeah, that's why. All right. All right, it looks like I am live. I think you guys can hear me. Let me see. Yep, my mic's on. Everything's going on. All right, we are live. So when you guys pop in here, go ahead and comment. And I've got the spinning wheel all set up for our giveaway of the cards that we did last week. So we will go ahead and do that in a moment. I'll let you guys catch up, get on here. Yeah, so it looks like we're ready to rock and roll, you guys. So if you're here, which it doesn't look like anybody's here yet, let me know in the comments below that you're here. I'm going to go ahead and do like I did last week. If you want to win the card that I'm making this week, just go ahead and type in giveaway, and then I will know that you are interested in the card. So I have 8 of you guys that commented last week, so we'll do that once I turn you guys down so you guys can watch the spinning wheel there. But I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna do a live today of Halloween, and I know some of you guys are not big Halloween fans, but you know, if you know me, you know I love Halloween. Hi Roseanne, welcome, good to see you too. So happy you could join. So yeah, so I'm just diving right into Halloween because I love Halloween, so that's what we're doing. And I've had the stamp set we're working with, Spooky Halloween, for a while now, and I haven't been able to play with it. But I did, and I've got this card, so it's kind of a fun fold card. I think you guys will like it. But before we click down and start that, I just wanted to go over a few things. First off, I don't know if any of you guys watched, I had 2 videos in my VIP page. See, this is the problem. I have all these different group pages. So I have this one page that's just me, so I can go in there and test videos and see what's going on. So I thought I was in that, and I think I posted a couple of videos of me. I don't even know what was on there. It could have been swearing. It could have been not good stuff, because a lot of times when my equipment doesn't work, I'm swearing. I'm trying to figure it out. So I apologize if you guys watch those. They're deleted now. And again, I don't even know what was in there. It might have been good. It might have been all good stuff. But knowing me, it was probably a lot of swearing because I couldn't get my stuff to operate correctly. I am not a huge technology person. I'm not. And at the time, my son was not home, so he couldn't help me. So I'm trying to figure it out on my own, and I don't even know. But anyways, so I apologize if I said anything or you guys, whatever. I don't think it was too bad. I just wanted to go ahead and remind you guys about World. I know you love Halloween too, Roseanne. It's the best. I just love it. I love that it's fall, and I love all the horror stuff and all that stuff. That's fun. But World Craft Day is coming up. It's going to be October 4th, which is a Saturday, and that's what, in 3 weeks, I think? 2 weeks? 3 weeks. It's from 2 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so it's an hour long. Everybody is invited, whether you're a demonstrator or not. It's just a virtual online thing. If you register right now, which registration is free, it's not going to cost you anything. You just have to do a little bit of typing. Then you will get email notifications. They don't bombard you with stuff, but they'll let you know, hey, it's coming up, and they might let you know, hey, this is what we're working on. Here's some measurements. I don't even know what they're going to send you, but if you register before the event, then after the event, they're going to give everybody a free little gift to anyone who had registered. I don't know what the gift is. I'm not sure. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Happy Monday. So, I mean, if you want to go ahead and register for that, if you register and you can't make it, you're not committed to going there. So, there's that. It's a fun little event. If you have the time available, I would recommend going to World Crafting Day. So, and you don't have to follow along with what they're doing. You could craft your own stuff. And then, let's see, what else did... Oh, and to register, you would just go to my website, my store website, chris.stampinup.net, and it's right on the landing page. Just go there to register. So, and then the only other thing I wanted to talk about before we get down to business is the kits. I know I often overlook some of our kits, and Stampin' Up! Offers a lot of great kits. They offer kits for completely brand new people. There's no stamping involved. It's like, you know, everything is right there. You've got the adhesives and different things to put these kits together. You do have kits with stamping involved in it. You would get your stamp set and a little ink. They have sometimes cards, not all of it's cards, some is home decor. There's all kinds of kits out there. The variety of kits is crazy that they offer. So if you are watching and you're not a crafter, which I know you guys are totally crafters, but anybody who joins and they're not crafters and they're like, I don't even know if this is something I want to do, the kits are a great place to start. And they're easy, they're simple, or they also make great presents. I have gotten my nieces some of those kits in the past and stuff, and my nephew too. So they're a lot of fun to put together and stuff. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about the kits, to go over there and look at those kits. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys down. I really don't have a lot to say. I'm hoping this will not be an hour-and-a-half session. I don't think it will. I went big last week on it, so but let me go ahead and see if I can get a picture up. Okay, here's a picture of our kits. So that right there, let's see, there we go. So those are the two newest kits that we have. That just dropped what was it, a week ago? Maybe a week or two ago. So you got a Christmas kit there, and you've got the Thanks So Much kit. Super cute kits. Like I said, if you haven't seen the kits, go check them out. They're pretty awesome, the amount of kits that we offer. Just trying to get this situated here so that we're nice and straight, and let's see here. Let me just rotate. I think are we upside down? I think we're upside down. Yes, we are. And this way. All right. Let me just get this here. Hold on, guys. I know, I'm sorry. Just want to make sure we're in frame. And then I don't want to make you guys sick. That's why I put that picture there. Although at the end, when we're all done, I'm just like, yeah, here you go, guys. Get sick here. So let's see here. I think that might be good. Hold on. This darn, I've got to get a new phone holder because you can feel it's, you put it in a spot and it starts to not stay there. So let me go ahead and take this picture off. All right, so first thing we're going to do before I forget is we are going to do our giveaway. So last week I made the 3 cards, and let me see, is there anybody else on? You guys, my faithful watchers, you guys are awesome. I made the 3 cards. I got them in a nice little package, and there's a little something extra in there for the winner. So we're going to go ahead and spin this wheel. I've got everybody in here who commented. So if you want to win the cards, comment giveaway here. And then I will post it in my VIP group, and I'll post a post on there for people too if they want to win. So I have Karen, Dawn, Sally, Gina, Mary Alice, Amy, Roseanne, and Kathy. So let's go ahead and spin this guy. See who they land on. Mary Alice. All right, Mary Alice, I will get you. I love the little sound effect we get with that, you guys. That's funny. Let me just write down Mary Alice. And I'll get those. I believe, yeah, I know I have your address, Mary. So I will just get those right out. So, all right, let's go ahead and put that away. I think that's the only thing I use my iPad for anymore is the giveaway stuff. All right, so I have my handy dandy little Blues Clues notebook for my Facebook Lives. All my notes in there. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to show you guys the card we're going to make today. It's super cute. Well, I think it's super cute. You guys might be like, yeah, I don't like that. And I wonder if, there we go. So there it is. Super cute little Halloween, but then the bats are holding, you can see the bats are holding it down, and you pull it out and it's the whole scene. So when I seen this paper, I said, oh my gosh, it's a scene, you know. And then the paper, the DSP that you buy comes with the tear outs, so it worked out perfect. I love that. And then what I did was I made the inside so you have a place to write. And I think this would be super adorable to give to kids, grandkids, your kids, nieces, nephews. I love this card, so I think I'm going to give mine to my niece and nephew. I always get them something for Halloween, and I always mail it to them because they love to get mail. What little kid doesn't love to get mail? I love getting mail. As long as it's not bills, I am definitely happy with getting mail. So, so that's the cute little card we're going to do. But I'll just show you guys. If you guys don't have this set, you need to get it. It's called Spooky Halloween, and it's got these cute little characters on here. And then I put my dies in with this, so you have all these dies. Let me show you, where did I put the die cutouts? I have all these little containers with all my stuff. Let me show you the die cutouts in here. So of course you have the characters, the two little characters, and then there's a pumpkin in here that you can stamp out, the little pumpkin. So these guys can hold the pumpkin pail. There's two dies to cut out the pumpkins. Then you have the haunted house. I apologize for the glare. I don't know why this glare is there, but you have that haunted house. Here's the other pumpkin I stamped and cut out. Then you have the broom, the fence. So I stamped out the ones you can die cut, and then of course you die cut. These are just die cut pieces, the ones that don't have the stamps out. And then you have this one here. So those are all the die cuts that you will get with this set if you buy the bundle, or you just buy the dies by themselves, which would be silly to buy them by themselves. And then this one is super cute. It's a little tab-like thing, but it's got a bend. It's got a score mark in the middle here, and you can fold this on that score mark just like that, and then you have that little bat, and you can use this as a tag. I've seen a lot of people use them on their card tops. You can use it for, like, if you're doing a goodie bag, you can use that. So it's really cute. And I also seen people like take multicolored, so they'll take a green one and a black one. They'll cut this little bat off and put that on the top, and you'll have your green tag. So a lot of fun things to do with this. It's some kind of, I know I probably already, the Facebook is so laggy. I think you asked me and I already explained it, but yeah. That's what it is. It's a little tab type thing. And it's super cute. So, like, some people would put them on the card like this. You could do that for the card. Or, like I said, the goodie bag. So, really cute little set here. So, those are the die cut pieces. And then, let's see. Let me bring in the paper. The DSP for this is so awesome. Where is the DSP? Right here. So I have some of it here on the side here. I cut. It's 12 by 12 pieces. Yeah, it's very laggy, Amy. I'm sorry. I wish it was very not laggy, but it's very laggy. So you get 12 pieces of this. It's 12 by 12. You get the two designs, one on the front, one on the back. You get, what did I say, 12? Did I say 12? Yes. Did I say 12? I don't even know what I said. It is 12. It's 12 pieces. I think I said you get 12 designs, which you do. You get one on the front, one on the back. I'm confusing myself. Don't listen to me. So this is one of the pieces here I wanted to show you. It's 12 by 12, and this is the whole sheet. So you have these little pieces here that you could cut out and use separately on tags or cards or whatever. And then you have this here with the, I don't know what that, the flag piece there. And then that's the back side of it, the gray, which looks just like my counter here. And then you have this with all the little Halloween critters on there, super cute. And then the back side, fun orange Halloween patterns. You have this one with the different windows with the cats and the little spooky ghost eyes and the bats peeking out. And again, another fun Halloween, even fall. This could be, you don't have to use this for Halloween. You could do the fall like I did last week with the pumpkins. You could use stuff like that. Then you have this piece, which is blending into my background. It's all candy. And then this piece here, which is black with some orange pieces in there. And then you also have two other pieces, which the one we're going to cut, I'm going to show you how to cut it. But you have, this is the piece we're going to use. I'm going to show you how to cut it so that you can use all of this on different cards. But this is the piece we're going to cut right out. We're going to cut it right between the sidewalk and the pink. And we're going to cut that one out. And, oh, I forgot to show you the back of that one. And that's the back of that one. So, and then this is the pieces that you can pop out of there. They are lots of fun stuff. You got trees, you got the candy corns, all these little pieces pop out. And you can use them with your cards, your whatever you want to use them on. So very fun, as you can see. They're very easy to pop right out. You just pop them out and then they're ready to go to be used. I'm not going to pop it fully out because I want to keep it whole. So there's that paper. That paper. Oh, and I forgot to show you. Did I show you? Let me see, what did I show you on this one? Oh yeah, and then this is part of that where you also get these tags. So this is all on this sheet of paper. You actually get all of these guys, these tags, and then this. And then I just cut it into 4 by 12. And then I'll use that on a later project. Let's see here. I just want to see if I have any more comments. Nope. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to cut that piece of paper so you can get the most out of it. Now you could cut all these individually and, you know, put them on your cards that way. But like I said, when I seen this, I said, oh my gosh, I see that scene for what it is. And I wanted the whole scene. So you're just going to put it between the pink and then the sidewalk. And you're just going to go straight up, just like that. And then this piece here, what you can do is you can cut this, because this will fit, if you go 5 1/4, this will fit on the front of a card. And this will cut right here, and then you'll have this piece for a card. So you cut it just like this. Now you have this that you can use on a card. You have this. I'm going to use the whole thing, but you could cut these in sections and use them on cards. And then you can cut these in sections, and these measure exactly 4. So these are 5 1/4 by 4, your typical piece of DSP that you would use. So they really thought about, when they made this, on how to get the most use out of this. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get these pieces out of our way now that I showed you guys them. You can get this with a suite. So the suite has a, what's it have in it? It's got goodie bags, which I don't have. It's got the dimensionals, the starry dimensionals. It's got ribbon, I believe, the paper, and the, you know what, I can pull it right up for you guys and find out exactly what's in there. I thought I wrote it down someplace. Maybe, oh, I did. It's right in front of me, you guys. That's me. Oh, Dawn, hello, welcome, yay. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not a fun event at all. So I'm sorry. Yes, so we're doing, let me just show you the card that we're gonna make right here. It's a fun fold type card. It's super easy, and that's what we're working on. So the suite, if you buy the suite, it's $88.50 for the suite, but you get the iridescent treat bags, you get the Petunia Pop iridescent ribbon, the Shimmer Star foam stickers, the Spooky Halloween bundle, and the paper. So you get all that for the, if you buy the whole suite. So if you loved everything, you could do that. Or you could break it down and buy it individually. And you don't save any money if you buy the bundle. The only thing you save money on is the buying the stamp and the dies as a bundle. So they're already in the bundle. So if you went and bought everything separately, or bought here or there pieces separately, you would get the same price as long as you buy the bundle. But if you buy the stamp separate and the dies separate, you don't get that 10% savings. So let's go ahead and start with this piece. What I'm going to do is, it gives you the where to fold it. So you can see those lines, just fold it right on those lines. Make sure when you're folding it that it's even. And then I'm going to take my bone folder in here and just give that a good fold. And then you can see this little guy here. We're going to do the same thing right at that line. Just make sure the ends are lined up. And then this last little fold here. And you could, if you don't trust yourself in folding it right on that line, you could bring it in the Stampin' trimmer and use the scoring blade. Just be careful, don't score it too hard, because you can rip the designer series paper when you do that. So, and I'm just going to fold it backwards just so I get a good fold with this, because it's going to be opening and closing, and you're going to want to make sure that it gets a good, those fibers are all broken good. So that's good. This is all very much good. All right, so let's see, what do we got here? You guys are still all with me. Woohoo. Dawn, the giveaway is going on again. I'm going to give away this card. If you want a chance to get it, it's just put the word giveaway in. Oh, Karen, hello. I saw your message. I was busy, so I didn't respond, and I'm so happy to see you in here. Thank you for joining. So Mary Alice ended up winning the giveaway of last week's card. So if you're interested and you want this card, just put the word in giveaway in the video, and you'll get a chance to win. And there is a little something extra I'm going to try to put in, and you won't know what it is with every giveaway. So anyways, there's that. What we're going to do is, let's see, let's bring in our, what do you call this? The card base. Oh my gosh. We'll bring in the card base. This is Secret C. This is one of my favorites. Oh, good. Cards in the mail. I love when we make cards and we send cards. That's like so awesome. Secret C, one of my favorite new in colors. This is cut A2 size, but it's a little different than I normally cut them. So this is a top fold A2 size. So instead of cutting it on the 11-inch side down the middle, you're going to turn it to the 8.5-inch side and cut it down the middle at 4. So you're going to get, or I'm sorry, 4 1/4. So you're going to get 4 1/4 by 11, and then when you fold it in the middle, that's going to give you your 5.5. So it's the same size as the A2. It's just a different fold version. They call it the top fold. So it's going to open like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how we want this on here. This piece is going to get glued down here, and then it's going to fold, 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 and it's going to look like that. And why is that? Oh, you know why? Because I took a little off the edge. That's right. I forgot to tell you guys that. So when I did this the first time, I'm like, oh, it's right to the edge. So all I'm going to do is trim this because I want to make it. See, I think I trimmed like, yeah, I just trimmed a tiny smidgen off. Was it that one I trimmed it off? Did I trim it? Oh, you guys, I don't even know if I trimmed it. I did trim it just slightly, yes. So I trimmed this part. Yes, I trimmed this part. I trimmed 1/4 of an inch off, right? I think, yeah. Yeah, I trimmed it so that it is, let me see, 1/8 of an inch, I believe. Is that it? 1/8 of an inch. See, yes, that was it. So I trimmed it 1/8 of an inch. I forgot all about that when I made that. I forgot I trimmed it. So now when you glue this on, there's gonna be a little bit of an edge instead of it going straight to the side there, because you don't want this sticking off the side. So that's why I trimmed it, because it was just too close. So this way you can give it a little bit of a lip. That blue there, Secret C, dark blue, I love that. Anybody else love this color? I'm obsessed with Cloud, what is it, Cloud Cover? Cloud Cover and the Secret C. I love those two. So let's go ahead and I'm going to use my liquid glue. No, I'm not going to use my liquid glue. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. You can use your liquid glue if you want. And I'm going to go ahead and make sure yes. So this is the piece, the cat in the window, that we're going to glue down to the front of the card. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, because last week I screwed up. It's the Facebook Live. It always gets me nervous. So we're just going to glue this down on this card. So it's a little bit of that Secret C is framed on each side, and then you got a little bit more up at the top and bottom. So just like that. So there's the base of your card. And then for this top, we're going to do our stamping right now, because we're going to glue a piece here, and then we'll decorate after we get our stamping done. So let me set that aside. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of basic white. You're going to need one cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and then one cut at, what is this one cut at? Let me see. Let me get my cheat sheet over here. It is cut 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. So we're going to go ahead and stamp on both of these. So the smaller one, we're going to stamp these little dudes, these 2 little cutie pies out. So I'm going to take these guys both out, and I'm going to get a big block to put them on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line these guys up on this paper, and then I'm going to, oh, there's a hair on there, a dog hair probably. Line these guys up on this basic white. Right at the bottom, we're going to stamp them. And then I can fit them both, as long as I line it up, I can fit them both on there, pick them up with my block. And now I'll be good to go to stamp them. And of course, I'm just going to stamp them out in the Memento. Exactly, Dawn. It's like we have to have the hot mess, right? But I'm not perfect any means, so it's just how it is. Hot Mess Monday. Mega Mess Monday. Mega Mess Monday. There you go. That's too much to say. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp these guys down. Make sure you get them on the paper. And they fit perfectly when you do this. And then I'm just going to hold them here a little bit, just to make sure that all that ink transfers. And then let's pull that up. Look at how cute. Oh my goodness. They are super cute. So what we're going to do next is let's finish the stamping on here. Let me get my simple chamois. Just going to wipe these guys down. We are all alike, aren't we? Dawn says she stamped a card front backwards this weekend. I don't think if you're a crafter, you know, you have to make these mistakes. It's just the way it is. But like they say, there's never a mistake in crafting. There's a chance for embellishments. Or if you stamp wrong, that's why we have two sides of the paper, they say. All right, so now we're going to take out the Happy Halloween. I don't know, this one's a little big. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to lay this down so I pick it up nice and straight. All right, so this one here, what I did was I took my Gorgeous Grape and my Timid Tiger, and it's stuck over here. Hold on. All right, let's get all this junk out of the way here, right? I'm going to do the Timid Tiger, and I'm going to just kind of take, I find it easiest to bring the stamp to the ink pad because then I can see. I'm going to carefully just ink up the Halloween. If you get a little bit on the Happy, it's fine. Then I'm going to come in, I'm going to close this so I don't throw it across the room and get ink everywhere. I'm going to open up that Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to do the same thing with the Gorgeous Grape. Take the edge of that and carefully ink that up. Okay. And like I said, if you get some of the Gorgeous Grape, oh, you know what? That P is not stamped. You can also check your, there we go. You can check before you stamp and make sure you get it. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't get if you get some purple on the Gorgeous Grape on the Timid Tiger or vice versa, it is fine. So we're going to stamp this towards the top here. Just like so. So there you go. I love that. And this one's pretty easy to do it with because there's a pretty good space in between the two of them. So you could also do the tape trick, which I think I've shown you guys. A great popsicle. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to go have anniversary cake when I'm done here. I can't wait to have my cake. So you can also take a piece of masking tape, or masking tape too, but I always do the just the clear tape, and you can stick that over your stamps, and you can kind of manipulate the tape, and then you can just stamp down the one word, pull that off, and then so if you just wanted the word Halloween, you could get rid of that, or if you see how the L's are a little higher and you wanted to tape that off, and then, you know, vice versa, whatever you wanted to do. Or you could just stamp it one color, whatever. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Can't believe how time flies. Now, where's my stamp set? I just had it right here. Okay. So then I'm going to finish up the stamping on this, and then we'll get to the coloring. So I'm just going to take those little bats out that are in here. And then what we're going to do is, let me get a scrap piece of paper. I'll use the scrap piece from last week. I'm going to take the smoky slate. Come on. Maybe I'll take the smoky slate. There we go. I'm going to take these little bats, stamp them once, and then of course I'm going to stamp them off, and then just randomly stamp them around this Halloween. I think it looks cuter with them light like that. And I think that is enough of those little bats. And that's all the stamping on this piece. Then we're gonna bring in that other basic white piece here. Get that out of the way. Do any of you guys have this stamp set, or the suite, or the paper, or anything? Or is it a want? Okay, so on this one we're going to do the 2 stamps. It is the No Tricks, All Treats, and then the Don't Worry, Eat Sweets. I think I did that in Memento. Yes, I did. That's why I have the Memento there. So I'm going to take this one here. Don't Worry, Eat Sweets. Ink that up with your Memento. And then that's going to go right at the very bottom. Love that. I kind of thought Roseanne would have the whole suite. And Dawn, I kind of figured you probably didn't have anything because I know you're not a big Halloween person. I have so many Halloween stamps just from over the years, from, you know, purchasing too much stuff always. I hate when that happens, Amy. Especially when you're like, you want to watch something and it freezes all the time. All right, and then we're going to do the... You know what? I don't like that on that block. Let's do it on this block. So again, with the Memento. And then this one gets stamped a little bit from the top down. Perfect. And then that is it for our stamping. And I should have all the the list of everything in the video description so you guys can see what there is, what you might want. And I mean, if you don't want the whole set, but you like something that I'm using, I try to list all the supplies in there. So let me go ahead and get this stamp put away so I don't lose it. This set is, by the way, you guys, this set is in the online exclusives. It's not in the new mini catalog. It's not in the annual catalog. So if it is one that you like, it is, like I said, in the online exclusives. So if you don't know how to get to the online exclusives, you just go over to my landing page, chris.stampinup.net, and then there's a drop-down menu of things that you can either shop by products or papers, but in there will be the online exclusives. So let's go ahead and color this guy before we glue anything on the inside. I have a ton of Stampin' blends here. I love the Stampin' blends. We're going to go ahead and break these guys out. Let's see. Once we get it colored, the card will go quickly. You pick whatever colors you want. I don't know. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to color it this color. But I'm going to use the light Granny Apple Green to color the little dog here, a little Frankenstein dog. The Stampin' blends have become so popular. That's why they're getting rid of the Stampin' Right markers. I guess the sales for the Stampin' Right markers just aren't there anymore. Everybody's buying the Stampin' blends. I love the Stampin' blends. I do use the Stampin' Right markers, but I have to tell you, I don't use them a whole heck of a lot. So I'm just going to color this little dude, like I said. Color his hands. And then down here, I think that's his little legs there. Oh, and then his little V shape there. Then I'm going to come back with the dark Granny Apple Green. Let's see. Yeah, I cannot believe the amount of stuff on the online exclusives. And a lot of people don't even think about them. A lot of old school people love the catalogs, which I like the catalogs too. They're awesome. But I like that we do have this online selection now that we wouldn't usually have. We wouldn't have this stuff if it wasn't for the online. We wouldn't get the new products like we do all the time. It can be overwhelming though. Let's see, what did I do? Okay, so the little guy's shirt here, I used light daffodil. Okay, so we're just going to do his little shirt here. And then his pants are going to go with the dark daffodil. Now, like I've told you guys before, when you're using these Stampin' blends, they sometimes have the alcohol in the caps from sitting. So sometimes when you open them, if you open it over your project, you can get that alcohol drip on your project and it will ruin it. It'll just leave a big splotch there. That's why I always open them off to the side. And then what are we doing here? What else is this guy? Oh, his little neck there. The little neck bolts. I'm going to color them basic black. And with the Stampin' blends, I know everybody watching knows this, but they do bleed. So you want to, if you have a surface that you're worried about, see how it bleeds through the other side, you might want to put something down. Also, when you're coloring with them, don't go too close to the edge, because they do spread. So if you go right on the edge, it could go over your image and make it look not the way you wanted it to be colored. So I go right up to the edge, and then it kind of spreads and does its thing. And I'm going to take, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you guys. This is the light, fresh freesia, and then I'm bringing in the dark to just kind of give that center a little bit of dark there. And then for the kitty, what did I color the kitty? Let's see, the fresh freesia. I'm going to do the light. I'm going to do the light with this kitty. So again, if you guys want this card, a chance to win this card, go ahead and leave the word giveaway in the video. And then next week, I will go, no, I want to go light here. I'll go dark on the ears there. I will give away this card next week. I'll pick a winner like I did this week. And then I'm coming back in with the dark, and I'm going to get the little stripe here. Just like so. Just going to go in and just see that that's a little white there. All right, I didn't do any shading with this. Her nose, I'm gonna just do a little dab of the black. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Yeah, the catalogs. Is that a cat or a pig in the witch? It's a cat. Cat and a dog. I prefer the catalogs also. As a demonstrator, and I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but I almost prefer that everything would go online. And I know that sounds terrible, but the cost of the catalogs that I have to buy and give away, and as a small demo, it is definitely a cost. That's why I wish I could give them to everybody. That's why I'm like, well, if you order from me, awesome. That's the price of doing business. But I've done a lot of catalogs over the years of people who asked them, and then they go and buy from other people. So that really is annoying. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which one. I did the... But then, on the other hand, I know a lot of people love the catalogs. I love the catalogs too, don't get me wrong. I'm going to do the light Timid Tiger. I really do love the catalogs, the feel of them, the look of them. You can mark them up. I love that about them. I would not want them to go away. I'm just saying, as a demonstrator, I could see where it could be an advantage. But I also do love making those little, every time a catalog comes out, I give a little like goodie box, not goodie box, but I put a little something extra in your envelope. So I do like doing that. I think the problem is I just need to have infinite money. Then I wouldn't have to worry about that, right? And then what are we going to do? The dark. I'm going to do the dark. Let's see. Do the dark pumpkin pie for the skirt. And then I'm going to just come in with this. this. And I think, yes, I did. I'm like, I think I'm going to do her boots black. And I did do her boots black in the other one. I was like, I don't know what I was thinking. All right. So we do have a color lifter. So if you go out of the lines, you can use this color lifter to take that off. If you wanted to take some of the, you know, like I'll show you. I don't know. Let's take a little bit of this off her skirt. So you just color over where you want to take that off. Plus I've got some on the outside here. And it kind of almost disappears and fades into the background. So that's the color lifter. This is a wonderful marker to have. It's really neat. A lot of people do a lot of shading with it. So let's see. Yeah, so that's it for our coloring, right? Is that it? Yeah, that's everything. See, the coloring wasn't too bad. Let me get these markers out of our way. So now we're just going to go ahead and put this little guy together. I'm going to put the inside. I'm going to glue this guy with the Stampin' seal. Ooh, pumpkin bread. That sounds so good. Yummy. I love the smell of pumpkin bread baking in the oven. Gonna put it on the right way this time, you guys. So this will frame up nicely. That secret C will frame that up nicely. We're not done in here, but for now we are. Then we're just gonna glue this to the front here. And then you can decorate this inside however you'd like. Just be aware though, if you start doing pop-ups using the dimensionals, it will, because I did some dimensionals here, it will pop that front up. So if you just wanted it to lay a little bit flatter, you can, but you don't have to. We're going to decorate it, and then I'll show you guys how we're going to close it with those bats. So I have all my pieces here that I've already cut out. Oh, we forgot. I said I was done with stamping, but I forgot I'm not done with stamping. I stamped on here. You don't have to, but I stamped the word spooky on here. So, let me get my stamp. You know what? No, where is it? Where did I put it? There it is. Hold on. Get the word spooky out. I forgot I did that. Memento on the word spooky. And I'm just going to stamp it on this pumpkin and this with the crow there. I thought that was cute to just stamp that little extra there. Spooky. Oh, Karen, that sounds good. If I liked coffee, I think I would like that. But I loathe coffee. I don't just hate it. I loathe it. I know. I'm not a normal. Not normal, right? I don't know where I put my... Oh, I think I put it back. Yes, I did. I do like tea. Tea is good. I never got into coffee. I tried it. I tried to become a coffee drinker. I love the smell of it. Oh, I could smell it all day long. I do like some certain cappuccinos, and it's funny because I'll go out with my best friend, and we'll go places, and she'll get a coffee, and I'll look at the cappuccinos, and I'm like, does it have coffee in it? And most cappuccinos have coffee in it, but there's some cappuccinos that have not as strong coffee, and those I can drink. So she's always like, you're such a kook. She's like, you just, with your coffee, or you're not, non-love for coffee, I should say. So I'm going to bring in that basic black Stampin' blend again. And what I did was, on this guy and this one here, I'm just going to outline them just to take that stark white off and just kind of pop it out a little bit. I love to do this with my die cuts, with the card bases and stuff, or card fronts. Just know though that when you start doing stuff like this with your Stampin' blends, you can ruin those very delicate tips there. I try to do it more towards the base. You're going to end up, these Stampin' blends are not meant to last you forever. So you will, these are consumable products, so you're going to have to replace them. It's just how it is. So that tip is very delicate, and once you start coloring with it, you will notice that it does wear down. Not to the point where I would not buy these Stampin' blends. Like, they last a while. They last a long time. Some of my Stampin' blends I've had from the original when they started making them, which was what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? So those are the only two that I did. I left everything else. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. And, oh, you know what I forgot? I don't know if there is another one in here, a banner. I did the banner on here. Let me see if I can pull that out of the... Yeah, they only have one banner in this punch-out pack. So I'm just going to punch that banner out because we're going to need that. This reminds me of when we were little and you had those Build-A-Scene things. I don't know what they were. I forget what they are. But where you could build and then you could take, they were like magnetic little pieces and you could build your scenes. This is what this reminds me of. So, I don't know. It's just me. So I'm going to start and I'm going to glue down the little fairy. Yeah, it's an A2 size card. This fold right here is an A2 size card. And it's called a top fold card. It's not like the traditional one that I always use. So you just cut that, instead of cutting it on the 11-inch side of your cardstock in half, you cut it on the 8.5-inch side. So you would have it 4 1/4 by 11. Where is my tweezers? Let me grab some tweezers here. And then this girl, I'm going to put a little fairy over here. Put right here next to this guy. Can you guys see me? I lost my camera here. There we go. So she gets glued down flat. This is going to get glued down flat. You can use your Stampin' Seal or your liquid glue, whatever one you want to do. Yeah, those things were so awesome. I had a Barbie one that I played with forever. And then my brother had a Scooby-Doo. Yes, he had a Scooby-Doo one. Oh, I used to just play with them, take the scene off, do another scene. This one is going to get dimensionaled. That one's going to get popped up. So let's grab some dimensionals. Yeah, you could do that. You could put the candy corn on the sidewalk. That's a great idea. Like they're dropping their candy. That's a good idea. I like that. I put mine on the inside of the card, but that's a cute idea. So this is going to go, this little guy's going to get popped up here. Just remember when you're decorating, don't glue anything on the folds because obviously that's not going to fare well. We're going to use our little banner here. This guy's going to go here. I put this right over this window. I thought that looked really cute there. Right on the edge of that fold. And then I've got these little bats here. I'm going to pop these two up. I'm going to use mini dimensionals for those guys. And like I said, you guys can add as little or not anything to the inside, whatever you guys want to do. So that's all I did for decorating the inside. And then let's go ahead and do the candy corns, and then we'll do the bats. Where's my other bat? Right there. Those will be the last. So the candy corns, I just lined up. I'm going to flip them all over. I'm going to glue them down flat because it's on the inside. Ow, I just stabbed myself with my tweezers. Come on. There we go. So they're going to go flat all the way down on here. Let's see. I'm going to do the liquid glue again, just a little dab on each of them. You don't want it leaking out because then your card will not close, or you'll have to use your adhesive eraser to get that off. So let's see, what do I want to use my tweezers? So I'm just gonna kind of put these on top of the words here. Randomly. I love these little candy corns. The only thing I wish this stamp set had that it doesn't is candy corn stamp. That would be super cute. So those are on the inside, just like that. And then to finish this off, these two little bats are going to be what's going to hold your card closed. So if I can pick them up. So you're going to want to figure out where you want those. Shelly, hello, welcome. They're going to go at the bottom here. So what we're going to do, they're going to go on the top and the bottom. So you're going to take your mini dimensionals, and you're not going to put any on this wing. You're going to put them on his body and that other wing there. So keep them off of the right side of the wing when you got them backwards or upside down. And I put two on here because I want to make sure that it doesn't come up. So we're going to take the backing off each of these guys. And you're going to make sure that that Stampin' Up! Dimensional is on the card base and not the card here. This card front, because you want to make sure that that will come off. So that's what will hold them down, and then you just open it like that, and then when you're done, you just kind of tuck those back behind there, and that's it. So that is the card. It's super cute. It is fun to make. I really like this stamp set. Love the bundle. I love everything. So if you want to get this card in the mail from me, you want to have a chance to win this card, go ahead and write the word giveaway in the comment section. Let me just get rid of my, I don't want to sit on all my papers here. Go ahead and comment giveaway, and you can have a chance of winning. Let me flip you guys up here. Winning that card, and I will go ahead and pull the winner next week like I did this week. Ugh. There we go. And this week was Mary Alice. She won, so I will get that in the mail to you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this card. It's super cute. You have enough time to order this set, the suite. Everything is available right now. The only thing that is low inventory is the peach pie Stampin' Blends. So that's the only thing that's on low inventory. So, all right, guys. Well, I thank you. I'm so excited to be back. I think I'm sideways, aren't I? Yes, I am, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's go like that. There we go. So I'm super excited to be back with you guys. I missed the Facebook Lives, but I love summer and I had to take a break. But I will go ahead and, yeah, Shelly, I do too. I think about her so much. I always go to text her and it's just, you just can't. So I'm so glad to be back here doing the lives. Oh, you know what else I forgot on the top of this, you guys? I forgot to add, I'll add them after we leave. But on here, you guys can see, I have the little stars. I just took 3 of them from the Shimmer Star foam stickers, and I just added 3 of them to the front. So I'll do that after we leave. I forgot to add those. They're foam, so they'll lay flat. They're very, very manipulative, I guess. When you put them in the envelope, they'll go nice and flat for you. So, but anyways, guys, I thank you guys so much for being here. I look forward already to next Monday. I can't wait to see what we're going to make next Monday. So if you guys have any suggestions or comments about something that you would like to see me use, let me know. If I have it, I'll use it. If you guys ever have any comments or suggestions, just let me know. I'm open for anything. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for being here. It means the world to me. If you could share my video, let other people know, that means the world. So thank you guys. I will talk to you guys next week, and half my team is on here, so I will see you guys tomorrow night for our team meeting. All right, you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.